look closer. In the shadows, behind the everyday world, beyond the headlines and the seats of power, a hidden hand. A kind of company known as Providence. To it, we were just assets, to use and throw away, to do the unthinkable, the unforgivable. And it never gave us a second thought. Until now. After decades in the shadows, we are fighting back. Me and 47. Much has been lost, but we are closer than ever. We trapped the Constant, Providence's chief controller, and finally learnt the names of its 3 partners. In their downfall, we lay the past to rest. And, just maybe, look towards the future. 47. It's time.
Partners are down there. You know, I never planned this far ahead. You never do. I see someone got his memory back. Wait, is that a beacon? What the hell? Base. Alexa Carlisle's helicopter just took off. Confirm target locations, over. Diana, what's the status?
Right. We have a situation. Carlisle has left the building. And I think I know why. The Constant has escaped. He persuaded one of the sailors into setting him free. And since then, he's been seizing control of Providence assets and resources. I can only assume Carlisle is rushing to contain the damage.
If she slips away again...
We'll keep track of her. Make sure she doesn't. Meanwhile, the plan stays the same. Your destination is the Scepter, the world's tallest building where the partners are laying low, courtesy of their host, Sheikh Omar Al-Ghazali. Marcus Stuyvesant is 5th-generation old money. His family made its fortune in real estate and banking, and were at one point the chief landowners in New York. Carl Ingram is a powerful Washington kingmaker whose family grew rich selling gunpowder during the American Civil War, and later established a globe-spanning empire in oil, coal, and steel. Both families long since retreated from public view, but their quiet dominance endures to this day. Now, the partners likely suspect that we're coming, so Mr. Grey will infiltrate building controls and disable all electronic doors and elevators. Stuyvesant and Ingram are about to find they have nowhere left to run.
Right. This is our moment, 47. Providence ruined our lives with the flick of a pen. Today, we return the favor. Happy hunting.
something.
Welcome to the barge, Al-Ghazali.
Welcome! Welcome. Hello! Good to see you. How lovely to see so many friendly and familiar faces here today. This has been a dream of mine for a great many years. And as all of you know, I am from one of the less privileged sides of the respectable Al-Ghazali family. But with a small loan from my father, I soon built up a construction empire that was worthy of the great Al-Ghazali legacy. So, I would like to thank my cousins without...
That's better.
There. Ah.
Something you don't walk on?
47. I would like to address the Providence partners directly. I want them to know why this is happening. And I have an idea, but it requires you finding a map terminal.
You don't find this awkward? Because I find it very awkward.
Look, this is gonna make me look really bad.
I'm sure it's around here somewhere. Don't you worry. A colleague is also out there looking.
But this is awful. I mean, I'm in my boxers and you are a woman. It's just so embarrassing.
Oh, it's nothing I haven't seen before.
But you don't understand. I'm military. We military men are used to punctuality. I was supposed to be ready and present my papers half an hour ago.
Yes, you men in the army with your papers. Super punctual. I get it.
Are you making fun of me? That's so cruel. Do you know what a man is without his gun?
Man in his boxers. Crying like a baby.
Ugh, you women will never understand.
And I don't think we ever will.
I think I can open that window remotely. Scan the lock with your camera and I'll have a try.
What?
Aw, come on. Jesus Christ, what a mess.
But still, it was an educational experience.
But you were always an excellent engineer. That's what I admire.
And you were always one of the architects.
Your boss? Seems pretty interesting.
Well, get back to me when he is reported for duty. And remember to check his papers first. I don't need to waste my time with some newbie. I expect the best.
Of course, sir. We'll let you know.
Just get him up here, or I'll make a personal complaint to His Royal Highness. And you don't want that.
Reporting for duty.
About time. Our client has been going out of his mind waiting for you. Do you have the papers?
Yes.
Good. I'll call him now.
How should I address him?
It's classified, so you don't call him anything. But officially, he's just known as codename Pinky. Sir, this is security. Just calling to let you know your new guard has finally arrived. Yes, sir. See you soon. Okay, wait here. He'll be here shortly. Just a heads up. The package is a real ball breaker. He's been here countless times inquiring about where you were.
Right there.
So,
that's Marcus Stivus.
Okay.
Providence
Must be my
partner,
new
self-entitled and arrogant little worm.
I have very
He might
high
not look like
standards,
much,
and trust you will
but he's
do
done
your
more
duty.
damage to the world than you could
You
dream.
have your credentials on you?
Shifty.
Well, this all looks very promising. Yes. Good. Oh, you worked for Darwood Rangan. Hope you weren't there on the day of his tragic death. Okay, this all looks very good. Okay, walk with me. I need to go through some ground rules. I expect you to be by my side 24/7, unless I say otherwise. Bathroom breaks are, of course, permitted, but only when I say so. I have a very important, delicate meeting today, in which I expect you to keep your ears closed, but your eyes wide open. Understood? Now, your papers were indeed impressive, but I need to see what you can do with my own eyes. My father used to take me hunting. He was an avid hunter. I personally hated it, but always admired his skill with a knife, and grew to appreciate what it takes to gut an animal. Have you ever tried to gut an animal?
Yes.
Good. Then you know it's not so easy as it looks. Like trying to stab a rubber ball. Bounces back if you don't stab it correctly. You're almost here. You have to understand. I didn't get where I am by blind faith. Okay, we are almost there. You see the shooting targets? Any fool can shoot a target. But with a knife? Now, that's where the talent lies. My father always used to say, if you are good with a knife, you're even better with a gun. I want to see your skills. I don't know why, but I've always trusted a man who could throw a knife. I'm sure a psychiatrist would have a field day with that statement. So, show me what you got. Do well and you work for me. Fail, you get out of here, and I never want to see your face again. Let's just hope he is half as good as you were.
Only time will tell. But I doubt it.
You cocky idiot. Look at that! Not bad at all. Nice throw. That was quite spectacular. That was a magnificent performance. I like you. I think we will get along just fine.
You've gained his trust.
I think I got the right man now.
What to do
Thank
with
you for
all
your
that
services.
power?
Take the rest of the day off. You deserve it.
Thank you, sir. It was an honor. Thank you, sir.
You impressed me. You really did. But let's get to work. Some things you should know about me, and this is very much on a need-to-know basis. I am here incognito. So I want you to stay close, but not too close.
You got him, 47. Marcus Stuyvesant won't be a problem anymore. Let's move on to Carl Ingram. We're not done yet.
Greetings, sir. Oh, you think these elevators are ever gonna work right?
Oh, yeah. Definitely.
huh? All right. This is doable. And there.
What was that?
Okay, I got this. On.
What makes you say that? All the water surrounding the electrical fixtures? Huh. Yeah, that's cool. Sure.
Boom, ba-dum, ba-dum.
Give me a break!
on duty tomorrow? Yeah. Why? Just wondered if you got the briefing on the lockdown drill. I got it. I'll get it tomorrow.
So are you telling me I can't do my job?
I'm sorry. Mr. Ingram gave specific instructions. No noise of any kind. He's working, he doesn't want to be disturbed.
I get the radio, but if I don't vacuum, I'll get fired.
It's not my problem. Do what you have to do without making a noise. What do you want me to do? Vacuum?
Hello?
Wonder if there are any other blood-sucking journalists down there.
That's Carl Ingram, Providence partner and brass-balled billionaire. A legendary political fixer, Ingram is old money and as rotten as they come.
Keep the world in check. Make sure the engine runs smoothly. Guidance. They are capable of guiding themselves. However, these ideals could be misinterpreted as some form of dictatorship, and this is where I beg to differ.
Okay, that's enough for now.
At least you make tips.
Grumpy one always wants peace and quiet. Yeah, I haven't seen him playing golf today. He must be in a good mood.
Don't tempt fate. I don't think I've ever worked with a man who gets in such a state.
My neighbor always complained about noise. It pissed me off. What did you do? I kicked his door in. Put a gun in his face.
He began to push little Jeffrey harder, believing he could make it. Not bad. I need a break. Good.
Just look at Dr. One more. Let it go, son. Coming right up. Yeah, just keep him coming.
And it's on. And Jeffrey excelled. Lo and behold, started to gain what they call scholarships. Soon to be admitted in the schools that his parents could not afford. Everyone believed that it was due to his brilliance, but fate had dealt him such a generous hand.
That's enough for now.
Okay, where was I? Now, after graduating from an Ivy League college with full honors, Jeffrey wanted to make a difference. He was more useful in the private sector and set itself out to lure him to his true calling. Work. Fate owed him when he was needed. And when that fateful day finally arrived, Jeffrey, unknown to himself, was now under fate's full control and had no choice but to comply, for he knew that it could take everything away from him in a heartbeat.
Okay, that's enough for now. funny. This building would never have been built without our influence. All those ants down there. Most of them wouldn't be here if it wasn't for us. Little do they know that there's a war going on.
Okay, rolling. To my successor. Power is not to be taken for granted. Where many have failed during the course of history, we have been able to maintain our power since Providence was established after World War II. Our secret: we distrusted our successes. So, in turn, stayed alert to our failures. Vanity is power's greatest foe, which has been proven time and time again throughout. Are you kidding me? I specifically asked for no noise. I'm working on my document here. Jesus! Ridiculous. I want quiet. I want peace. But you idiots don't understand that. Well, I'll make sure His Royal Highness fires all of you. I'm going to the study. This is ridiculous. And it's on. Where the hell is that racket coming from? I said I needed peace. I need to work, goddammit. I've had enough of this racket. I'm gonna go shoot some golf. It's ridiculous. It's not like asking for peace and quiet is a huge demand. I bet the people with coronavirus get one thing.
How are you?
Van Gogh would have been anything without his brother's money. He would have just starved alone. I'm not suggesting. So you're saying the Medicis were just polluting generations of talent that would have flourished more without...
Looking good, man. Looking good.
You know what I don't get? It's the useless staff that Omar hires. They received simple instructions to let me be in peace, and they can't fulfill it. You know, I say fire them all. I'll need to talk to Omar about this later. Go. You little shit. Come when I get hold of you. Yeah, I should use a golf club. Why can't I just work in peace? It's not too much to ask for, is it?
Huh?
A complete crush. So glad we are here.
I just feel like there should be a better way. We should take care of people better than that.
All right, Lara, calm down.
We got him, 47. Soon there will be no more Providence. You need to find an exit. Our business is done here, but it's far from over.
Spilling through that defensive suite. Out.
If that's your winning face, I'd hate to see you lose.
We underestimated the Constant.
Yeah, he's a glorified... If that's your winning face, I'd hate to see you lose.
We underestimated the Constant.
Yeah, he's a glorified desk clerk.
He's not just after the money. He wants it all.
We caught him once, we can do it again. And... well, we're not the ones who let him escape.
You still don't trust her.
I don't like executive decision makers. Look, you don't have to follow her, you know? Soon, this will be over. Maybe it's time to think about the future. You have to face the possibility that there's no going back. If the ICA knows what you did...
she'll make it right. She always does.
We have a fix on Carlisle. Come on. We've got a plane to catch. I hope you like the rain, 47.
Miss Burnwood.
How did you...
I have everyone's number. You really ought to know by now.
You planned this? All of it?
Don't be silly. I just played the hand I was dealt.
We'll find you.
You had me. Where'd that get you?
We handed you an empire.
It's for the best. The partners were complacent, set in their ways. But power is more than just security. Providence can be an agent of change. Surely you understand. Or you will. Soon enough.
A locked room murder mystery, 47. I trust you'll get to the bottom of this. A famous private investigator summoned by Alexa Carlyle has arrived at Thornbridge Manor. If you take his place, it may be an opportunity to get close to Madame Carlyle. Why don't you use your camera to scan the dead body, 47?
Throat markings indicate a rare, short-lived plant poison killed him. Spread shows time of death at around 10 o'clock last night.
You do know your poisons, 47. Zachary was shopping for new Wellingtons last night. Not exactly what you would expect from someone suicidal. Zachary's suicide note. Also, a sample of handwriting. It could be relevant to compare to other samples to establish its authenticity.
A hidden door.
It's a secret passage. This could explain how the door was locked from the inside. A photocopy of the floor plans. Somebody's been researching the secret ins and outs of Thornbridge Manor. I believe you've done a thorough search of the crime scene, 47. Maybe it's time to see the butler. I'm curious about the information he's prepared for you.
Sir?
Sup?
Mr. Fernsby, I'm done with the crime scene.
Did you establish a time of death?
Zachary died around 10 o'clock last night.
Well, that means the staff were off duty. And Madame Carlyle and her security didn't arrive until this morning. That leaves Madame's family and myself as the only persons here when he died. And before you ask, no, I do not have an alibi. I was alone in my office at the time of death. Here's the material that I prepared for you. It's a list of the possible suspects and their quarters. Hopefully that will help you keep track of your findings. Please come and see me when you've solved the case, and I will take you to Madame Carlyle.
Wait, please be quick about it, okay? Can't go without my button now, can I?
I'll have a look.
So... How does one solve a murder mystery, 47? Motive, means, and opportunity, I believe. May I suggest you ask the suspects for alibis? Or perhaps you prefer searching the manor for clues first?
Patrick Carlyle, can you tell me where you were yesterday evening?
Shit, it's that sneaky butler, isn't it? He ratted me out. Elaine, give us some privacy, would you? Don't tell Mother, okay? She's really tense these days, and the last thing I need is more hassle. I took that pretty blonde, Rosie, for an evening stroll. I mean, how the fuck am I expected to cope for an entire weekend in this shithole? I'm bored out of my mind. So, is that it?
What did you think of Zachary?
Creepy as hell. No ambition. Imagine deciding to live in a museum. You know, Father says Zachary and Alexia used to be two of a kind. He had a great future ahead of him. Then suddenly, he just gave up everything. What an idiot. Thank God Daddy chose looks and brains over pedigree when he married Mummy. I don't have to worry about the inbreeding so customary in these circles. If that's all, I think I'll get back to my slow death by boredom.
I should get back to
my...
Right,
All right,
yeah.
later. Do I like him, or do I like the fact he's not another knuckle-dragging rugby washout?
That door leads to Emma and Gregory's room.
Sorry, but I think I...
Yeah, I
Right.
let you go.
You've worked with a lot of high-profile celebrities, right?
Oh, I'd love to tell you. But then I'd have to kill you. Even if you are the prettiest girl I met in years.
Flatterer.
It's gonna be trouble for me, I can just tell.
So, Sam. Ever fallen in love with someone you were hired to protect? Like a foreign princess or...
So I think,
Yeah.
Oh, stop pacing, for God's sake, Emma.
That is Alexa Carlyle, unofficial leader of the Providence Partners and last one to be alive.
Excuse me, sir. Seems like you're not cleared to come through here. Sorry.
Hey, how you doing?
Did the four-train photographer check out? You verified his identity?
Everything's in order. On time. It's all part of the job.
Relax, man. I said I'd get you money. It's just going to take a little longer. Jeez, and how's that my fault? Calm the fuck down, man.
What was he like? I
Hey,
should
so-
probably...
Oh, no,
Right.
yeah.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, absolutely.
Who am I kidding? He's probably not looking for anything serious.
Can't you just relax for a minute?
And that solicitor upstairs, why do you think he's here?
I think solicitors are Mother's favorite kind of people.
Looking good today, sir.
Oh, Zachary. At least you never got to learn that the horrible thing we did was for nothing. To protect the Carlyle legacy, what bollocks. It's all gone, I fear. That bloody Arthur Edwards, how did I not see it? I doubt our big brother could have botched it up any worse than I have, even if he'd tried. My dear brother. Finally in peace. How I regret the pact we made. How I wish I had acted on my own. The guilt over the life we took is what presses me forward. Always makes me want to make it worth the horrible sacrifice. But for you, it weighed you down, pulled you under, never to resurface. Mr. Ford.
Carla.
Patrick, can I do anything for you?
Yes, actually, if you speed up time. He pours emotion into that instrument.
Quite the poet, but you're right.
Emma Carlyle, can you tell me where you were yesterday evening?
Surely I'm not a suspect.
I need to account for everyone.
Well, I spent the evening with my family, but I got an awful migraine and had to take to bed. Everyone can attest to that. I believe I went up when the boys sat down for a drink around 8 o'clock. Anything else you want to know?
How did you feel about Zachary?
I might as well be honest. His presence was always awkward. But how do you have a meaningful conversation with a man who only cares about plants? In my opinion, Alexa bears some responsibility for how this ended. She supported his self-limiting behavior by letting him live here. Is that all?
Gregory Carlyle, can you tell me where you were yesterday evening?
Oh, you're wondering about my alibi, Mr. Detective. Well, I left Thornbridge around 8:30 for a pint with Edward. I wish I hadn't. Quiz night at the inn. On the other hand, staying here with Zachary, my obnoxious sister, and the wife sporting another one of her headaches would have been a fate worse than death. The short of it, Zachary was very much alive when we left. I stayed for the last shout, and I was back here just before midnight. Is that all? Not very thorough, are you?
Tell me about Zachary.
Zach? Huh. Such a sad old sod. A bit heavy on the bottle, but who could blame him? Only company he had was his rare plants and mother, who travels more than she stays here. Honestly, I can't say which is the bigger bore. He's better off dead. Anything else you want to pry from my intricate intellect?
Anything else you'd like to tell me?
Nothing, really. I'm just enjoying the show. Our perfect mother obviously fucked up, didn't she? Faking her own death. You know, she's explained nothing to us. I think she's scared to own up to her own mistake.
Have you noticed anything else out of the ordinary?
Nothing special comes to mind. Except, perhaps, I did get a feeling that Zachary was depressed, not just sad. I suppose he realized that he had no one with Alexa gone. Even Alexa must feel the pangs of guilt over that one, letting him believe she was dead. Then again, guilt isn't her strong suit.
Rebecca Carlyle, Can you tell me about yesterday evening?
We don't really see much of each other, my brothers and I. I suppose it takes our mother's funeral to bring us together, and even then, it's not like we sit on each other's laps. Now, let's see. Patrick, Gregory's son, disappeared straight after dinner. You know, I think he might be in some sort of trouble. Edward wanted to go as well, but Gregory convinced him to stay for a few drinks before they went off for a pint at the local at 8:45. I swear Gregory enjoys Edward's discomfort over staying here. I had a conference call with my New York office at 9, so I spent 3 hours on my laptop in my room and went straight to bed afterwards. I don't know about Emma. She did act a bit strange. You know, I bet she was making lists for changes needing to be done once she gets her hands on Thornbridge Manor. Quite the shock she had when Mother arrived during breakfast. Is that everything, Mr. Whitmer? I do have a lot to see to.
Tell me about Zachary. Did he act strange last night?
You know, now you mention it, he was a lot more chatty than usual. He wanted to know about my connections in the publishing business. Apparently, a friend of his is writing a book, which strikes me as very peculiar. I didn't think he had any friends. Is there anything else you want to ask me?
Anything else you feel like mentioning?
I may be wrong, but I saw Mr. Fernsby, the butler, leave Zachary's room early this afternoon. And he seemed a bit startled when he saw me in the hallway. It's probably nothing. Oh, and one more thing. Please be kind to Edward. He can only take so much. Listen, Gregory. Something's off.
Did you want to check on the undertaker in charge of the funeral? I got word he's upset with Madame Carlyle.
I did, sir. It all checked out.
That is the door to Rebecca's room. I can see from the log that Rebecca was in a conference call from 9 p.m. to midnight last night.
How are you today, sir?
You must have been in some incredibly dangerous situations, right? Shootouts and...
No,
Maybe
should
we
probably,
should get back to...
yeah.
Yeah.
Did you see anything suspicious last night?
No. I reckon Zachary topped himself. I know I would have. Or perhaps Mr. Fernsby. I don't like him. He could have done it. So, how long have you been working here?
About a month now.
You're American. What on earth are you doing in this shithole? A girl like you belongs in clubs in London. I bet you're a great dancer.
I don't like dancing.
What about restaurants, then? You like food? I know some... Great places. You should come visit. I'll take you somewhere really nice. Spend a few bucks. A girl like you deserves that.
I don't know.
I should let you get back to...
Yeah, same.
A keychain pendant for the greenhouse. What's that doing in Emma and Gregory's room, I wonder? And why is the key missing? Now this is interesting, 47. A letter from Emma's mother stating that Emma is the illegitimate child of Alexa's late older brother, Montgomery. And listen to this. She claims to have witnessed Alexa and Zachary murder him. The plot thickens.
Sam. Can't you tell me about any...
So I
Mr.
think,
Fernsby might...
yeah,
All right,
what you said.
later.
Professor Edward Carlyle, can you tell me your whereabouts for last night?
Oh, yes, this dreadful business with Zachary. I stay at the local inn. You see, I prefer not to spend the night here at Thornbridge Manor. My brother Gregory came along for a nightcap. He'll never admit it, but I think he understands that I find this whole thing upsetting and wanted to provide some comfort. I believe we went to the Stag's Head around 8:30. Anything else I can do to help?
Can you tell me about Zachary's behavior last night?
I certainly didn't expect him to commit suicide. Sure, he was upset by Mother's supposed death. We were. But he seemed more engaged than usual. You should ask Rebecca. They had a long talk. Did you know that he hadn't left Thornbridge Manor in nearly 50 years? His plants, Mother, and the staff are all the company he had. If that's all, I have a speech to write.
Did you notice anything else out of the ordinary?
You mean apart from the fact that we came here to bury our mother and she shows up alive and kicking? Zachary found dead in his bed this morning? Or perhaps that the planned funeral is still taking place and I have to do the eulogy? And Mother will surely have a strong opinion on it afterwards. I can't breathe. Excuse me.
But he was such a gentleman. He gave me his coat and all.
Rosie, you need to forget about Patrick. No good's gonna come of it. Stick to your own kind.
You mean like Chris? He treated me like shit. All he wanted to do was play his stupid video games, never any romance. I deserve romance. Hello
Rosie,
there.
tell me what you did last night.
I'm in trouble, aren't I? I spent the evening with Patrick. We met after dinner and I went home at 1 a.m. He said he needed someone real to talk to. When he looks at you, it makes you feel like the center of the universe. Like a real princess.
But now he just ignores her.
Well, he's under a lot of pressure.
He's an idiot. That's what he is.
Did you notice anything out of the ordinary? Any strangers outside the house?
No, we saw no one outside. Except Patrick's mother, Emma. We were sitting on the bench behind the greenhouse talking when she came out and we had to hide. You won't tell her about me and Patrick, will you? She'd insist Madame Carlyle fire me. I'm sure of it.
Too right she will. She's always going on about how things will change once she's in charge of Thornbridge Manor.
Did all the groceries arrive? I heard some of the delivery people.
That is the door to Mr. Fernsby's office. Zachary's diary. This is big. He was about to confess to the world that he and Alexa murdered their older brother Montgomery 46 years ago. And apparently, Mr. Fernsby helped make the murder look like an accident. And 47, the handwriting doesn't match the suicide letter in his room, proving he didn't write it himself.
Painkillers. Lethal if you use enough of them.
But not the poison used to kill Zachary. Of course, Madame Carlyle doesn't know that. Are you considering to frame the butler, 47? Mr. Fernsby clearly didn't commit the murder, but I think you have enough evidence to convince Madame Carlyle he did. Maybe you should tell him you are ready to present your findings. Unless, of course, you want to do some more detecting, 47?
News, I'm afraid. We don't have any extra fuses. Ethel looked everywhere.
Oh, you've got to be kidding me. No power, no point.
She expects the family photos to be done any moment now.
I don't believe for a second that Zachary committed suicide. We'd only just run through his plan for the Prince Tingling yesterday.
Yes, sure. But he was upset believing his sister was dead.
I'd say worried about how things would be handled with Gregory and Emma taking over. I said that in his statement, but everything sure Emma was thrown out. First time she got.
Broken lab equipment. It looks like it was recently used, though.
This is a table showing lethal dosages for the poison used to kill Zachary.
Something is circled, 47. Female, age 65 to 79, 60 to 64 kilograms. I'd say Madame Carlyle is next in line for a poisoning. You have uncovered enough evidence to tell Madame Carlyle that Emma is the murderer. Quite the detective, 47. I'm impressed. I suggest you go tell Mr. Fernsby. Unless you think there are more secrets to uncover.
Now Zachary won't get to see the rhododendron Viridian plot.
The whole situation isn't normal. What do you think of it? You must be so confused. I don't like how Alexa's way of running things impacts our son.
Patrick, his only concern right now is order.
I'm ready to present my conclusion to Madame Carlyle.
Very well. If you'll follow me, sir.
Hello there, sir.
Hi there.
This is Madame Carlyle's office. Please step inside.
Your detective skills have gained you access to the Lion's Den, 47. Now, go claim your reward.
So, Mr. Whitmer, you've reached a conclusion. Take a seat. Please, go ahead.
Your niece, Emma Carlyle, murdered your brother Zachary.
My niece? Emma is not my niece. She's my daughter-in-law.
And your niece. Emma is the illegitimate child of your late older brother Montgomery, who you and Zachary killed 46 years ago.
That's preposterous.
You asked me to find out what happened to Zachary. Would you rather not know?
No. No, go on.
I found a letter from Emma's mother, Jane, who was the fiancée of your older brother at the time of his death. She witnessed how you and Zachary pushed him off the balcony. She believed you did it to steal the Carlisle Empire from her and her unborn child. And she raised Emma to reclaim what she lost. Marry your heir, Gregory, get revenge, and secure the Carlisle Empire for her bloodline generations to come.
Emma is the daughter of Montgomery and that local girl, Jane.
She is.
Well, the girl got it wrong. I didn't steal anything. I did what was necessary to protect the future of the Carlyles. Montgomery wasn't cut out to take over from Father. All heart and no balls.
Emma used the funeral gathering to speed up her installment as the lady of the house, seizing the opportunity to stage Zachary's suicide. She did her homework, used a poison made from one of Zachary's rare plants, found old floor plans from Thornbridge Manor to gain access to his room through a secret passage.
That scheming bitch.
More than you think. I found proof that she will try to poison you next.
Well, I'll have to take care of that. Thank you, Mr. Whitmer. You have not disappointed. I promised you I would reward you generously if you solved the case. So, what do you suggest?
I'll send you an invoice.
Thank you, Mr. Whitmer. I trust you'll see yourself out. I need some privacy. Thank you.
Do you know if any new staff has started within the last week?
Not that I'm aware.
I need to keep an eye out, you know, stay on top of things like that.
I received the vault token for the Milton Fitzpatrick London Bank. Did I understand correctly that I should give it to Rebecca in case of your death?
Exactly. She holds the other one. I want her to have the file on Arthur Edwards if I die.
You're not fearful she will be in trouble if she knows?
She will start digging when she realizes things don't add up, inevitably getting her in trouble. I'd rather she knew who she's up against. She's clever and resourceful. Who knows, maybe she'll be able to hit him where it hurts. But I don't want her to get involved prematurely. Hopefully she'll never have to get involved at all.
Oh, hello!
For centuries, the Carlyles have fought to prosper, all of us alone.
Hello, sir.
If we could only unite across time.
How are you today, sir?
Command, we might have a situation. I'll check the perimeter. Over. Oh.
Peculiar icons above the safe. I wonder if they might be some sort of a code. Maybe have a look around the office, 47. Good work, 47. That's the file on Arthur Edwards secured. Time to take care of Madame Carlyle.
You need to explain yourself. I demand that you return my call ASAP. Sending a junior attorney is gross negligence of your responsibility.
Just want to keep Madame Carlyle safe.
Consequences for your company and you personally as well. I will make sure of that. Mark my words.
Do you know if any new staff has started within the last week?
Not that I know of, no.
Can't be too careful. Part of the job.
Hello there, sir.
A safe in Madame Carlyle's office. I bet that's where she keeps the file on Arthur Edwards.
Not that I'm aware.
I need to keep an eye out, you know. Stay on top of things like that.
I can't forget his eyes. They were so swollen, it didn't even look like Zachary. I've never seen a dead body before.
It must have been awful. Do you think it was a suicide?
I don't know. Madame Carlyle certainly doesn't think so. Why else would she have asked that detective to come here?
But murder? Was the blood?
No, not that I saw.
What is it, Fernsby?
Mr. Edward is not coping too well with the situation, I'm afraid.
Oh, he is a useless wimp. If it's not one thing, it's another.
If I may say so, these are challenging circumstances for everyone. It seems to be his role in the state. Funeral event tomorrow that weighs on him.
Christ. If he'd just grow a pair.
I believe he is calling his ex-wife again. It could end with legal consequences. The harassment charges from last time led to that restraining order.
Should I talk to him?
Maybe it's better if I have a word with him. If I may, madam.
Yes, you might be right. Thank you, Fernsby. You faced great obstacles too, I know. We will persevere. It is my duty to make that happen.
Broke you nearly 50 years ago. No, I refuse to believe it.
Greetings, sir.
Damn you, Edwards. Answer your bloody phone, you coward. How dare you interfere with my life like this? You're a nobody, a weasel, overreaching your competences. You are in way over your head. And I will make you pay. You can count on that.
Just want to keep Madame Carlyle safe. I'd like to know about these details.
Mission complete. Well done, 47.
up. Hey, she's single, Rebecca, right? Maybe I should ask her out. Get to know her in a personal way. I doubt that's true, though. So he was here when the safe in Madame Carvalho.
Don't respond, just listen. Diana can't help you now. You need to find Olivia. She will know what to do. I wish there had been more time.
And then there were none. Thank you, Miss Burnwood. Now, it's my turn.
Stay down. Boss wants you alive.
Yeah? How about now?
Over here! Cover me!
Walk away!
Or what? You gonna take us all on?
Don't.
Tell the Constant to start running!
You think you've won? 47 is out there. And 47 never misses his mark.
Neither do you, Miss Burnwood. That's what makes you valuable.
You're delusional. You think I would betray 47?
Trust me, you owe him nothing.
What is this?
I told you we could help each other, and I meant it. I look forward to your call.
Gray is gone. Go to Berlin and stay out of sight. We're all that's left now.